Hello and welcome back to the podcast. In this episode, I wanted to give a brief update on the new direction that we're heading in. So my former intern and now project manager, Hunter Brown, is going to be hosting conversations between our students and analytics experts. I don't know if you're aware or not, but earlier in this year, we launched an analytics apprenticeship program where we run students through a 3-month program training them on analytics foundations, partnering them with one of my consulting clients, and also touching on career services. We're also currently in the beta phase of launching a standalone career services package. In these episodes, Hunter is going to take one of those students from either of those two programs and pair them with an analytics expert and essentially facilitate a conversation. So I know that students have a ton of questions about the analytics space, so we're going to do our best to pair them with an analyst that's relatively close to where they want to be in the analytics space. So these episodes should be packed full of information. And I realize that Hunter might have a closer perspective to you listeners, and that he's only been in the analytics space for about a year or so. And I also wanted to kind of expand upon where we've come as a podcast. Because right around this time last year, I had my first billion-dollar client reach out to me. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have the bandwidth to take them on, but at that point, Hunter was interning for me, so I decided to take a risk and just let Hunter build out the analytics infrastructure for a billion-dollar organization. Now, it was pretty much a layup in terms of just analytics work in that they had already developed a SQL database and connected that to a Tableau server. So this time last year, Hunter went out and built out the entire infrastructure for a billion-dollar client. And what I think is the ultimate irony here is that that's more than 3 times as large as any client that I've worked with. And I really just want to give some props to Hunter because he's done an amazing job. And that was a proof of concept for me that, you know what, Hunter can actually run these consulting engagements through our apprenticeship. And that's what we've been doing for the last 6 months. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update in that I know we haven't posted in, I think, about a month or 2. And I've actually had quite a few of you guys reach out to me and say, hey, where are these episodes? And we're on it. I also wanted to announce that part of the reason why we've had that hiatus is that I am working on a sister podcast that is much more condensed and is essentially my methodology on career services for those trying to get an analytics job. And in that podcast, we are going to very much find the through line of all of these 155 episodes so far. So if you guys are enjoying these episodes where we're talking to experts, I think you might like the Analytics Career Service podcast that we're working on. I'm going to be interviewing students of mine and even bringing on a therapist that focuses on high performers in the workplace. And we're going to be dispelling some of the common just misconceptions about what it takes to get an analytics job. 2 of them being imposter syndrome and perfectionism. And earlier this week, I actually just wrapped up a recording session with this therapist. So you're going to get my anecdotal experience as someone who's been in the industry for years and years and years. But you're also going to get the perspective of those who are breaking into the space and also a psychologist who is focusing on those who are high performers in the workplace. With all that being said, we should be starting next week with the first episode where Hunter is going to be talking with one of our students and a fraud analyst. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to continue this dialogue. Thanks.